Hi, it's Morgan from Young People Cornwall again. So we've looked at a behavioural approach to manage depression and low mood. We're going to move on to a cognitive approach now, and this next intervention is called cognitive restructuring. So what does that mean? Well, cognitive means thoughts, restructuring means changing. So we're looking at basically taking thoughts and changing them to be more meaningful. We would use cognitive restructuring to work with depression and low mood, and we would also use it to work with anxiety, specifically social anxiety, but it can be used for a number of different anxiety presentations. And what you're looking at when you do cognitive restructuring is you're looking at finding the situation that causes you to have these thoughts, what these thoughts are specifically, and we call these hot thoughts. And then we start to try and find a way to see just how accurate the thoughts are and see if we can challenge them. But we go through a number of different stages when we do this. So we look at things like thinking traps, and we'll explore those throughout the video series. We look at, like I said, the hot thoughts. So these regular thoughts. So an example of a hot thought might be I'm walking down the corridor at school, someone looks at me funny, so they probably don't like me, or they think I'm ugly, or they hate me, or I've done something wrong. Those might be hot thoughts, and they can all be linked to an unhelpful thinking habit. And like I say, I'll explore those further probably in the next video. I just want to leave you with an example of cognitive restructuring, and it's done sort of with a bit of humour behind it. So, example one, you get up in the morning, you leave the house to go to school, and you're in your school uniform, and you step in a great big pile of dog poo. And the immediate thought is, oh, this always happens to me, I'm always so unlucky, nothing ever good happens to me. And so you walk home, take your shoes off, and go and shut yourself away in your room, and you never make it to school. Another example is, you get up in the morning, you step outside your house, you walk into school in your school uniform, and you step in another big pile of dog poo. And you go, oh my God, what have I done? I can't go into school like this. I'm stinking. So you panic, take your shoes off, and you throw them away, and you run home and shut yourself away in your room. Another example, you get up in the morning in your school uniform, walk into school, what do? Step in a big pile of dog poo. And you get really angry and mad, and you start swearing, and the next person you see, you shout at them, why don't you pick up your dog poo? It's all your fault. And you storm off to school, and you're really mad with the teachers, and then you get sent home because you're being mad, being angry. Okay? And so the next example is, you get up in the morning in your school uniform, walk into school, and you step in a great big pile of dog poo. And the first thought that enters your mind is, aren't I lucky I remembered to put my shoes on this morning? See you next week.